Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Just proud of it.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn it on.
I think we're on. I don't know.
All right, good morning. Let's do
Hey.
this. Ready?
Are you?
Ready? I don't know.
Right? I'm so glad I got to see you over the weekend. Jenn Christian is joining us once again. EforAll, Seat Mama. We are thrilled to have you back as usual.
Thank you. I am excited to be here. This week is like such a wild week, so it feels like a Monday, even though we're already at Wednesday.
I know.
But we're here to do our best.
What'd you do with the kids over the weekend? I feel like, are you prepared to deal with the summer? Like, get up to this microphone and let's talk about summer plans.
Yes.
What are you doing?
All right. So I am a big advocate of time blocking. That is my new time management strategy.
Okay.
And so I time blocked for my 6-year-old. She'll be 7. But for my 6-year-old, I time blocked for her so that, because I'm still working from home all summer. So she's got to entertain herself for the most part. Because camps are expensive. Have you seen the price of camps?
We have had Camp Viva for a long time.
Yes.
It's where the oldest takes care of the youngest.
Yes.
And you walk your rear end down to the pond.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Exactly. That is exactly
some
what's
friends.
happening at Camp Christian.
Never be alone. Good luck to you.
Yes. May the odds be ever in your favor.
I could not afford camp with that many kids.
No, exactly. So my 17-year-old and my 11-year-old are taking turns daily, spending an hour with her, and then she'll just kind of be on her own. I'm lucky that my work from home, for the most part, I can have an interrupting 6-year-old.
Yeah.
That it's not the end of the world, that it's, I'm not to like downplay my work because it is an important job, but we have a great understanding of work-life balance, and I work with great individuals who understand that on occasion you may have a 6-year-old come up and say, I'm bored. And you have to say, figure it out. So
I love you.
Yeah. So that's the plan for summer at Camp Christian. We will be figuring it out.
That's it. It's just functionality. I think everybody needs to just be realistic about what the plans are this summer and roll with the punches.
Yes. Yep, exactly. So
I'm going to get a little break because we are at graduation season.
Yeah. So EforAll, last night was our first night of final presentation practice.
Did anybody cry or quit? Because I think that's when I quit.
Yeah, no, nobody cried or quit. I did have
disappointing,
2, right? I did have 2 entrepreneurs show up without slides, which I was like, guys,
come on, get your life together.
Come on. We can do this. We can do hard things. But they totally nailed giving a 10-minute presentation with just notes.
Good.
So I was proud of them for doing that.
Tara says, good morning, ladies. Good morning to you, Tara.
So final presentations are next week, next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Cape Space in Mashpee. If anybody wants to come out and root on some entrepreneurs as they give a 10-minute presentation on what they've learned and what they hope to continue doing with their businesses.
I can't believe final presentations are next week.
I know. And our deadline for fall, so we'll talk a little bit more about what the accelerator is, but if it's something that piques your interest, the fall deadline is actually July 16th this year. So you've got to get your butts in gear and get those applications filled out now.
Jenn is a program manager for EforAll, and that's entrepreneurship for all. And it's not easy to say, so I try and say it real slow.
You nailed it. Nailed it.
Chris Ball at Mashpee TV was like, what is that? Entrepreneurship for all.
Yes.
And it is a business accelerator where you learn basically all the baby parts about being a business.
Yeah. What we say is you can do your job. You can do the business side of your job, whether you're a yoga instructor, you're selling sea salt, you're chartering sailboats, you can do the work. What we do is we help you learn the behind the scenes stuff.
It is incredible the amount of small businesses that thrive here on the Cape.
Yeah. One of our entrepreneurs last night had, he is a web designer, and he had a statistic that 5,521 businesses on Cape Cod identify as having 5 or less employees.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge number.
Yeah.
So small businesses out there. So if you are a small business and you're either in your idea stage where you're like, hey, this could be a profitable idea, I want to find out more about it, want to find out the business aspects of it. Or if you've been in business for a couple years and you're like, I got to pivot this thing, come and let's have a conversation. This Saturday, I will be at Cape Cod Coffee from 9 to 11, the one on 130 in Mashpee.
Yeah, you got to be specific. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, look at them expanding. So the one on 130 in Mashpee, I will be there 9 to 11. Come ask me anything. Ask me questions about the program. It's 100% free for you. I just take your sanity.
I like that.
You will cry. There is crying involved. You get teamed up with amazing mentors that will help you along the way. You'll be part of a cohort of people that are just like you trying to figure it all out. So you get this really great little family out of it.
Yeah, for sure. David, happy hump day to you. And also a support system, a system in which you can rah-rah and cheerlead from the back seat, which is really nice. I saw so much of that happening on Sunday at the farmers market, where we had so many different entrepreneurs supporting other ones that were there selling stuff.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
It's become a magical, cool spot where people can vend and connect with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Mashpee's Farmers Market is no joke. They are doing some amazing things.
I saw something funny yesterday where somebody did like chat GPT of like, where's the best place in New England and up Providence? And I was like, So I was like, what town is the best town on Cape Cod? And it said Mashpee. And it's not because it was my bot. It was a random bot.
I love that.
I was like, okay, but why? And then it gave like all the different reasons why, and like news media articles, and like kind of ranked the Cape Cod towns. So I'm going to take a screenshot of it and share my findings today, which I thought was kind of cute.
Cool.
And just something fun to poke around to. Yeah, we're definitely growing, and it's definitely affordable if you're looking at taxes and overall other stuff. Although we're not going to be talking about the sewage situation right now because I just can't wrap my brain around it.
No.
Today is National Hamburger Day.
Love that.
I was looking
hamburger
at places where you can get a good deal. So if you download the Wendy's app, you can get, I think it's a 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburger.
Freaks me out.
Okay. You can get a free burger at Burger King today if you spend $1.
I feel better getting something for free than paying a penny. Is that
1
weird?
cent.
We will give this to you for 1 penny. Aren't they discontinuing pennies?
I don't know. I think so. I thought that that was the plan.
that they put a freeze on producing pennies. I don't know.
Do you think I know what's going on in the government? Because that changes daily.
Yeah, we don't pay attention to that.
We don't know. There should be an app for that.
Yes.
But download the Wendy's app and you can get yourself a deal today. Good morning, Miss Mari. Melissa, thanks for joining us. Erin, it was great to see your face, and I'm so glad to see you out selling some of her wares. She had back surgery over the winter, and it was just nice to see her getting up and walking around. Not an easy thing to recover from.
No.
And you're doing it, let alone setting up your trade show and vending. So that takes a lot out of you. I'm physically still impaired. And I just need to get used to it. You know, it's like when you build up your calluses when you play an instrument.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, it's market season. I got to get those market muscles back.
Oh, God.
Setting up tents, hurling things around. I was everything was slow for me.
Oh. Well, you'll figure it all out.
I know.
You're Wonder Woman, and that's what you do.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Don't feel so wondrous when I wake up in the morning anymore, but here it is.
Yeah, here we are. Put a smile on your face and get out the door.
That's it. Our question of the day today is, what is the best line to end an argument?
Your mom goes to college.
I don't know what it is, but I'm always in a search or quest of something that's fun, something that's going to make people stop in their tracks where they are and think a little bit. And if you've got a great one-liner, please drop it. I've never been able to get a good comeback or remember any jokes.
Yeah.
These are things
We need
I don't.
a quick one-liner.
I am a very literal person.
Yes.
If you tell me you're going to do it, I'm like, okay, go do it. Figurative, I'm like, does not compute. Sarcasm is sometimes
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
very much lost on me.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, what? You didn't mean you were going to do that? Oh,
Let me find that social cue. Sorry.
maybe that's my degree of wherever I'm
Yeah.
at. Like, I do
Yeah.
not understand. I think everybody is just literal and you mean it
Yep.
if you say it out loud.
It's fine. It's fine, Stephanie. You just smile and nod. That's the best way to end an argument. Just smile and nod.
I think that's all I have to do.
Yeah.
I saw some really fun ones in there. Someone said that when her husband and her are arguing, he says, well, get naked because I'm not fighting you unless we're naked.
Oh my
And
God.
that usually ends the argument in
That's-
laughter, which is kind of fun.
That's a very valid one.
I
like that a
saw
lot.
I saw a lot of yes dear in there, which was Mari, your team's name at trivia last night.
Yeah.
And whilst you didn't win a prize, you did have a lot of fun. There was a lot of team camaraderie. So
I quit listening a while ago.
that's just a dig. That's
I
just
like
rude.
You're so weird. That's a good one. Yep.
Yeah.
It's weird that you
I
want to
know.
argue about this.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's a choice. Oh, I like that. That's
That's
a
a
choice.
That's what I say to my kids when they were dressing themselves
Yep.
when they were little.
I don't care who started it. I'm ending it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. That sounds like something mom would say. I appreciate that one.
You may be right. I may be crazy.
All right.
Yep.
Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Yep.
No, I need a good one. I need
Yeah.
a magical one that someone will just like the screen.
You have a booger in your nose. That'll stop an argument.
I did when I was taking a public speaking class in college. One of the professors, it was like a debate situation. And they said, if you want to get somebody off their game and they're on a tear, you mentioned something like you got something on your face.
Yeah.
Or you got something there because that immediately derails them
I
from
love
thought.
that. Yeah.
So that now they're focused inward, not outward.
Right. You have an eyelash on your
Yeah,
cheek.
right. Oh, let me
Let me
get that
get
off of
that.
your face.
Yeah.
And then it throws them completely. So if you're
Love
ever just being
that.
railroaded by someone, find something and stop it.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right.
So if you got any good one-liners to end an argument, please drop it in the chat because I'm always looking for something because my two kids, since my daughter is home, she's a grown adult. And
Is
my
she,
son
though?
physically is a grown adult, but mentally
Yes.
is still a puppy.
Yes. Yes.
And the two of them cannot stop bickering
No.
all day,
Oh,
every day,
no.
whenever they're in the same room, and it's the dumbest things. It's the dumbest thing. Somebody said something wrong. Somebody looked at somebody wrong. He didn't like the tone in which she was talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom, you got to do something about that. I'm
Oh,
like, do I know?
I don't.
So I feel like I need to be wearing stripes and bringing a whistle every time
So you need some good ammunition
around my grown ass kids. I need
Mm.
something that's going to just not only stop it, but also like be fun about it. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be so aggressive. I don't need to yell.
No.
I don't need to add
No.
more
No, we do not.
air into this conversation. So if anybody's got anything that works with their kids, I was thinking about like the get along shirt, like when they were
Yes.
little.
You, you both get in. Get in. Yeah.
I just really want them to work cooperatively because when they're good, they're so good.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
when they're
you
not,
have
it's
great
awful.
kids. When they are on, your kids are so great.
And I keep
And I
reminding
can only
them,
imagine what they're like when they're off.
we're adding big sister to the mix in a week and a half back into the folds. And like that brings a whole nother dynamic to the household when you have multiples.
Yes.
When you add
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, how they
Yeah.
behave, the interaction,
Yep.
their dynamic.
Absolutely.
How do you
Oh my
handle that
gosh.
situation sometimes?
Everybody go to your own corner. That's you all need a break. I need a break. Everybody to your own corner.
Because I'm about to pick one of the lovely local boutique gyms that we have here in Mashpee and put gloves on everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Going to the center, we're going to box it out. Let's
That's
do it.
Absolutely needs to be done. Done and done. I think that's a great solution.
So if anybody's got anything to add to this conversation, please drop it in the chat. The best line to end an argument, privately message me if you don't want all your secrets out there also.
Fair. Yeah.
I'd just like to know the information. And I'd like it to be real. You've been following The Handmaid's Tale.
I have. So I stayed up last night and watched the series finale. And I won't give any spoilers because I'm not about that life. But I will say that episode 9 was hands down more emotionally gripping than the ending episode 10. Just your jaw drops and you're like, holy crap. And then you watch it and you keep watching and then you go, oh my God. And then you go, oh my God.
I have not waded into this season. I wanted to wait for the whole thing
So
because
you could binge it all at one go.
yeah.
Yep.
It's the only way that I can follow anything with the amount of scattered I am now.
Yes, that's totally fair. I
think I probably
get that.
about 15 to 20 shows in the queue, 1 to 5 episodes of, and I'm going to have
Just
to
have to
restart
wait.
all of them
Yep.
or wait
Yep.
until I have a moment to watch it all together
Yep.
in one like chunk.
Yes. Yeah, fair. So I would say mentally prepare yourself for episode 9 more
And this
than
is
episode
it. Like
10.
it's all,
This is
all
it.
done.
But they are, so Margaret Atwood, who wrote the Handmaid's Tale book, which the show is loosely based on.
Yep.
She also wrote a book called The Testaments, which is about life after Gilead.
Okay.
So Hulu is doing The Testaments, which is going to follow Hannah's story.
Okay.
So it'll cover June's daughter. So that's kind of an exciting thing to look forward to.
I love that. I have the divorce papers in the drawer.
Nice. That's a good ender. That's a good ender.
What's up, Hot? Good morning. Good morning, Tina, our chocolate
Tina.
Nana. I saw that you reached out to me. I will be reaching out to you today. You're in the line. I appreciate you for throwing yourself into the mix. I will
Perfect.
happily put you to work.
Oh, there you go.
And Huck said he'll referee for us.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Great.
You don't know what you just volunteered
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
Sir, you just do not know. So we've got Jenn Christian here in the studio with us. We're still at Mash P TV. I have not had an opportunity to put my house back together.
You're allowed. If your studio doesn't come back together until well after the fall, then that's just
Well, I'm so thankful
life.
that we have this space here, and you can
Yeah.
become a member of Mash P TV and utilize this space if you want to
Cool.
for any of your content creation. There's plenty of room here. Membership is nominal, and Justin, Chris will teach you how to use the equipment, and you can
Cool.
create stuff.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool. Or you can book a time to come and show or them about creating some social stuff going on with our kids. Sleep you.
This is not where I belong.
We don't like the word.
Oh.
So yeah. Yeah. But is serving food past 8:30 p.m.
No.
I know that's when that switch it'll happen. No, just letting you know. No. So we went home and we ended up making a bunch of like Korean barbecue stuff, which was phenomenal. I'm not complaining about it, but eating at 11 p.m.
Not nice.
Not great for my health also.
No.
I was like, I'm now going to have to sit up and like triple pillows and just
digest for a moment.
A little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't good
God.
for me.
No.
We'll get it worked out.
Yeah.
It's just that uncomfortability in between seasons. Is anybody else experiencing their seasonal change, their swap in their business? I know a lot of people turn on their season.
Yes.
We have a very seasonal situation here on the Cape with businesses, and it is go time now.
Yeah.
Whether you're ready for it or not.
Yes.
So I feel like it's going to be working out a lot of bugs.
It's like you
in the
said,
next few weeks.
it's building up those calluses. You gotta get your summer feet ready like a true Cape Codder, Get it done.
Oh, you just reminded me I need a pedicure. It is terrifying down there.
Oh no.
But I've let them out. So
Yes.
they're out. What is going on in the world of Jenn Christian? Not only do you have EforAll, we've got
Yes.
graduation happening. Finals are happening 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yep.
You're taking in applications for the fall, which I know it sounds the fall, but July is when the cutoff is.
Yeah, the cutoff is July 16th. So get those applications in.
And the applications are not small. Let's talk about that a little bit because you're here for assistance.
Yeah. Yeah. So the questions are daunting. It's a lengthy application, but we get so much good information about you. So really put your heart behind it. Don't overthink. It's kind of hard, right? Like I'm telling you, like put your heart into it, but don't overthink it. Go with your gut.
I think it's important that all of this will change.
Yes.
As you go through, if you're accepted to the program,
yes.
If this is going to work for you, everything about your business is going to change and not change because you need it to change. It's just going to get better.
Yeah.
So I think you just have to submerge yourself into it, kind of feel the suck a little bit.
Yeah.
And put out what you have now today.
Yes. Yep. The nice thing is that you can save your application. So you can start it, and give yourself like, oh, every night I'm going to do 2 questions, but get those applications started. It's a free program. Yeah.
A lot of people suffer from analysis paralysis where you don't make a move ever and you've been thinking about it. And I thought about it. I've got a great example of this right now going on at Lemonadio. We've got a brand new show that has been thought about, conceptualized, marked out, ready to go. And I'm finally seeing them move to the next level. And actually we're doing it, booking interviews, actually creating the content and making it happen. And I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'm really hoping that they complete it.
Nice.
I've had a lot of
Fingers
people
crossed.
start and stop. A lot of people do a couple of things and then kind of pull back the reins because they feel uncomfortable or no direction.
Yep.
I really think that this one's got some legs. And I think that the topic in which this content is going to be delivered is something that isn't out there.
Yeah.
And it is sort of a love on the spectrum situation, but it's a little bit more serious and it has to do with diagnoses.
Oh, cool.
And just kind of talking about the way we function, the way we learn, the way we talk to people, because we're all different.
Yeah.
And then adding that next layer into your communication skills. And I'm really pumped to have this be a new show on Lemonadio. If you've got a great idea and you want to do something and you're just kind of in that paralysis state where you can't put your right foot forward, please talk to me. I'm a person of action. Once again, I'm literal. If you say you're going to do it, you're doing it. So I will help you do that.
So let me help the audience here, right? And ask the questions they might be asking. So if you want to do a Lemonadio show, does it have to be a daily show? Can it be a once a week show?
Correct.
Can it be a once a month show?
It can be an hour long.
And that's it.
That's it.
Wow.
I have the center right now in Mashpee that does a wellness hour.
Cool.
And I think sometimes they go a little bit longer, but right now they're Friday evenings and they just kind of take all of their stuff that they're working on right now with whatever modality of wellness and recovery and talk about it on Friday evenings. So it's like 6 to, it's right before Elastic Glam, and it could be a little bit longer or not. They weave in a little bit of music and then kind of just talk about what's going on in their studio, which I think is really awesome. And it's open to wherever it is. You don't have to physically be with us. You can
just
tape your show. You can be live. You can go any which way you want to go about this. So if you're more comfortable off the cuff, or if you're more comfortable producing something and submitting it every week, you can do that too.
Very cool.
And don't let a barrier to technology be the reason why you're not doing that. Anybody can do this. If our buddy Hank can do a show every single day, you definitely can.
That's a fair fight.
Poor Hank got a lot of old jokes yesterday.
Oh no.
Sir Ian McClellan was one of our trivia questions. It was a visual one, and it came up, and somebody on his team uttered, "Didn't you guys go to high school together?"
Oh no. Yep.
Oh my God. Text them, made you look to stop it in the moment.
Oh, that's a good one.
Made you look. What?
Yeah.
What?
Send it in a text. I love that.
Any which way you can stop the argument, you can get it done. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we're at the end of the school year. You've got Camp Christian going on.
Yep. Yep. We're going to figure it out. We got the other kids. I am paying my other children to help out, and I just know that money speaks. So
it really is the only thing that motivates my children. I said, did you put her on payroll yet? Because that's the only way she's going to continue this job. Yes or no? Is she on payroll yet? Yes or no?
Exactly.
Moms and dads, by the way, if you own your own business, you can pay your children $12,000 a year tax-free. Just throwing that out there. You need a little labor.
Good to know.
Always good. You're going to spread the love. And also, it goes into an account that they can't touch until they go to college at my house.
Cool.
So their actual job money is their spending money of fun.
Right. Cool.
I know. So there is an incentive for them to help work for you. The family business speaks volumes.
Love that. Very good.
Just as an FYI, if you need some extra help.
Yeah.
As Emily is going on maternity leave, we're utilizing the children a little bit more. And I'm like, I wonder what Kenzie's going to do for the business.
Oh, is she ready? Does she know? Does she know that she's automatically?
She knows. She'll help us out this summer regardless. She wants to be helpful. She's one of those humans, but it's got to work, right?
Good. Yeah.
It's got to be a thing in which they choose and they feel like they're being properly compensated.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you're going to be like, you just made kids so that you could work for me. Which also, that's the way it was.
Yeah.
This is why families were so big.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about the bike rodeo.
Yes. So when I'm not wearing my EforAll hat, I wear my Cape Cod car seat mama hat. And we are a local nonprofit. And what I do is I teach classes on proper car seat usage and installation. And then I also do one-on-one sessions with caregivers. And I like to use the word caregivers because sometimes I'm meeting with new parents, but tonight I have an appointment with grandparents.
Love that.
So, and grandparents need help too. They need help too.
I need help too. Think about it.
Yeah.
Putting in a car seat is no joke. And then you'll skip steps of safety because you physically can't do it sometimes. And I think that is something to be said. If you are a grandparent or you're a bonus parent, or if you're a caregiver of any sort, and you have no idea about car seat installation or proper car seats, or you've had that old car seat in your garage from your last baby, guess what? They expire.
Another great little niche category too is nannies. If you're a nanny and you want to have a one-on-one session with me, I will take you through the 5 stages of car seats. And you can tell your nanny families like, hey, I have some background in car seat safety.
That's such a bonus.
So please, nanny families, reach out. Or if you are an employer of a nanny and you want your nanny to come and learn, I would love to do that too. That's a great little niche off the top
so
of
important, but it is though. I never even thought about it when I just sent my kids off with randoms. I'm like, here you go. Here's a car seat. Bye. Thank you, neighbor lady. Make sure they don't die.
Yes. So I actually went through EforAll with Car Seat Mama, and I did it as a for-profit business. And I felt like I was leaving out so many families because I was charging for my services. So we went nonprofit. So now, as we all know from Stephanie, the queen of nonprofit craziness.
Oh, I love working for free. It's my favorite thing.
Me too. That's such a coincidence.
So joyful.
But when you have a nonprofit, you need money.
Yeah.
So this year, I've decided that our annual event, gala, whatever every nonprofit does, our annual event is going to be a bike rodeo and car seat safety day. So we are going to have a bike tune-up station, a helmet giveaway station, a tattoo station, because you got to keep it fun.
Right.
A bike rodeo where the kids will ride around in a circle and learn simple signs and how to navigate on their bikes. And then we'll have the car seat installation sessions as well. Right there. It'll all be at the Casey Coombs School, August 9th here in Mashpee. It's a free event, but we are looking for donors and sponsors. So if this speaks to you, come speak to me.
I love that. Good morning, Lauren. Hello, Tanya.
Woo woo. Good morning,
hi, pretty ladies. I know. We've got some good people up in here.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, thank you so much. What was this? I have a chocolatier applying for EforAll in Western Mass. Who took Louis Amato's class with me.
Cool. That's great. The Berkshires would love to have them.
It's such a good family.
Yeah. Yeah.
I recently had an EforAll grad, a winner of EforAll.
Oh,
I know, from the Texas area. And like he is now part of my extended family.
Yes. Yeah. The EforAll family. That's, when we talk about you get this family from the cohort, you also get this extended family of past alums that are now going to be your biggest cheerleaders as well. And we aren't just here on Cape Cod. We have, I'm going to say 7 sites in Massachusetts. I might be lying, but we have a good handful of sites in Massachusetts, 1 in Rhode Island, 1 in South Carolina, 1 in Arkansas, a virtual component in Texas and Colorado. And we are always looking for what our next location or situation is going to be. So EforAll is a growing, amazing, free thing for entrepreneurs.
I love that it can be recreated in just a few towns away. I think that people get a little bent out of shape sometimes when people steal their ideas, and I don't like using steal their ideas, but it's more of that's a good idea that can work here. Like we're doing this Instagram takeover for the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce, and I'm counting down the minutes until May ends, not because I've created a full-time job for myself. It was great when we had interns, but they've left me. So now it's me every morning going, all right, who take it over today? Let's do it. And it's been amazing for our businesses. I've been really excited to see what the other ones have done. But one of the banks even reached out to me and said, we're going to use this idea. It was really good. Do you mind? And I'm like, no, I love being an inspiration. Use it, pass the wealth on, create more. Lauren says, that's awesome. We're also in the process of a bike rodeo with the Born Youth Council, which is a nonprofit organization. So if you'd like to collab and add Car Seat Mama.
If you want to do a car seat component to your bike rodeo, hit me up, girl.
But also what's not used with you can be used there, and we can keep this going for more donations. Lauren is wonderful. She is the reason why we've branched this Canal Region Farmers Market, and she's stepped it up in a big way. So providing kids entertainment, which is free, and making sure she can connect with more people for her birthday parties. She's doing an amazing job. I saw that your website is under construction. Mine is always under construction. Well, it's like hard hat. Just wear your hard hat when you're around me. Everything's broken.
It'll all be figured out. It's fine. It's fine.
It's on the list of to do. Oh my God, my poor husband.
Oh no, honey-do list gone wrong.
He has been putting together this shed that I have ordered from Wayfair. I should never have done this.
So mistake number 1.
It was like, this looks great, wonderful. I didn't read the reviews.
Oh, Stephanie, you had one job.
I just didn't read the reviews.
Oh no.
And he has been toiling in the backyard for the and it
determined.
Looks,
determined.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. But even this morning, he woke up and it was 3 a.m. when he was walking around the bedroom, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
It's the Korean barbecue.
He's like sundowning. I don't even know what he's doing. And he's like, my hands hurt. I feel like I've got sheet metal in them from the roof.
Oh my gosh.
And all I could think of was that Ben Stiller scene where he's like, your fingers hurt. Now your back's going to hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt?
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, poor Cliff. Oh.
I just thank you to my husband who not only supports all of my hopes and dreams, but physically puts in the sweat equity to make them happen.
Yes. Oh no.
Lauren, your Brian is much similar. He showed up at the farmer's market on Sunday. I was like, what can I do? How can I help? Let's get this going. Not only that, but he's put his money where his mouth is and has been one of our biggest donors thus far for the Canal Region Farmers Market to bring some food here. While we're talking about all of the hats we're wearing, apparently I've signed myself up to be a truck driver this summer.
Love this story. Love this story. Tell us, Stephanie. Tell us all about your truck driving endeavors.
The things we do for money.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Chris. Chris Ball here at Mashpee TV. If you want to support and check out all of what Mashpee TV's got going on, channel 1072 in HD. If it's not working for you, call 1-800-COMCAST and we will get that box happening for you. So to prove a concept in the grant writing world while you own a nonprofit, I was like, how about we develop this route? And if we show that it's working and we're cooperating with all these other wonderful farms and all these other food growers, and we'll make a route to service our farmers market, Thursday's Canal Farmers Market. Mira, she's making a brand new farmers market in Eastham. She needs food too.
Love that.
How are we going to get this to her? So I'm basically for 10 weeks proofing a concept. Thank you to our friends over at the Midnight Hour. Abby was like, I got a truck. I got that at a grant. You want to use it? Okay.
Perfect.
So I'm going to be moving around food from some of our entrepreneurs. I've got Be Well Honey from Aaron. I've got Bay State Mushrooms from Luke. I'm talking to Matt over at Great Marsh Salt. I mean, we are going to be moving some of this food around so that people can work in their businesses.
That's so cool.
And then we can service some of these markets to bring some of this yummy goodness.
I love that.
To all of the other markets. But yeah, I've got to prove the concept before I can ask for money for it. So I have to put my body on the line.
All right. Stephanie's, if you see Stephanie.
Stephanie's delivery. If you need me to pick up something, I'll be around.
Yep. I'm going to, in my network of car seat safety, I'm going to find you a crash test dummy to be your co-pilot. That'll be all set for you.
Oh, I love it. Lauren says he is determined to join our crazy. He wants to be a part of it all now.
Oh,
well,
gosh.
Brian, don't worry. There's no shortage of jobs.
Careful what you wish for, Brian.
I'm driving around the car. Maybe we could drive around the boat.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We got it all figured out.
This is mental. All right, let's not talk about the brows. I can't believe I've gone 36 minutes with the elephant in the room that is my face.
Listen, she's trying, people. It's very hard to keep up, okay?
Oh my God. Jen says she needs to be converting to the booster. What is the date again? It is August 9th.
Yes.
August 9th, Casey Coombs School. Hello to our friends over at Ashley Irene. Ashley Irene Boutique has a fashion show coming up.
Yes, she does. That's exciting.
I know.
I love her.
I know Patrice is part of this. She said she went in for her fitting and left with buying more clothes.
Of course.
They're good clothes.
I do want to shout out to Ashley since you're listening. Scroll in my TikTok as I do, because we are all about that disassociation life. And I came across this lady who was talking about Cape Cod, and she was wearing a beautiful pink jean jacket. And I commented, is that at Ashley Irene Boutique pink jacket? And she said, it sure is.
That's awesome.
So I'm tagging you every chance I can get when I see your stuff out there.
This is the support network that you don't pay for. This is just because we need to support each other, which I love.
Yep.
So yeah, Ashley's got a fashion show coming up, and I'm going to support you with some sound.
Cool.
So I will at some point today or tomorrow get over to you, and we'll see what sound you need, microphones, etc., to make your fashion show poppin'.
Love this.
I'm looking forward to it. Dawn, good morning on the West Coast.
Good
I love your
morning.
video of Ken Allen. That's not his real last name. That's his radio last name. He used to be on Pixie 103. But he is our voice guy on Lemonadio.
Oh, nice.
And Dawn is also one of our voice girls on Lemonadio. So sometimes you will hear them popping in, chatting. And we just thank you for all you do. And I just love watching your love grow. You're just so cute. It's gross. And yes, I had my brows done. Shout out to our friend John Ann over at Pigmenta here in Mashpee. Permanent makeup solutions. Yeah, I had to get my refill.
Why'd you have to point it out, Emily? Rude.
I know, right?
Rude.
Now I'm going to look like Uncle Leo for the next couple of days, and I'm just going to have to deal with that.
It's fine.
Once it's done, though, I won't have to deal with it ever. So I'll be thankful for it. But it heals quite naturally. It won't look so aggressive. As my son was like, Mom, you went to Angry Bird Town again?
See, these are the one-liners we're talking about. Like, these are the little argument enders that we need.
Can you fill up my armory? I need some assault weapons over here. Let's go.
Yeah.
I need some good one-liners.
I will say my 11-year-old made me laugh yesterday. He sent me a text in the morning and he's like, we haven't even crossed the bridge yet. He goes to school in Plymouth. And I was like, did you make the bus? And he says, no, the mechanics did. Oh, these kids are too good.
Then you stop and you're like, okay, that was good.
I was like, all right, fine.
Touche, little man.
I know you're on the bus now.
Fine. I love it. Lauren says, and that's EforAll.
And
exactly.
EforAll. We are a supportive bunch.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. Yeah.
little pop culture that was going on. I saw the Chrisleys were pardoned.
Getting a new show.
Getting a brand new show.
Do you think on their show?
Probably.
All right. Next.
I'm
Next
just like
topic.
listening to, I know, I'm just like listening to the noise in my head. You're welcome.
Yeah. You don't have to thank me, but you should thank me hugely.
Bigly.
Yeah.
But also, it is a cesspool. If you've never watched their show, Todd and Julie Chrisley are so awful. I'm consumed by it. And they're rotten son Grayson. I'm here for it.
I love it. I am one of the ones that has not watched it. I have
God.
probably seen bits and pieces as I like scrolled through.
It's so bad, it's delicious.
Oh,
I don't
so they're
know why.
coming back for sure.
They're definitely
for sure.
coming back.
Because we are gluttons for good TV.
Right?
And by good TV, I mean bad TV.
And I'm sure he's been storing up the ammo, and we want to know what happened in jail. Girl, I want to know what happened in jail.
Share your stories.
Martha got monstrous after her time in jail. Like, it didn't humble her at all.
Yeah, that's true.
It gave
That
her
is
street
true.
cred.
It absolutely did. Look at her relationship with Snoop.
It gave her
BFFs.
something. So these Chrisleys are not going away anytime soon. They're going to be here to stay.
Yes.
Billy Ray Cyrus still dating Liz Hurley.
That feels odd.
She's way too good for him.
Absolutely.
But then when you look at his stats, like as a musician, he should have a lot more credit, but it was the mullet, I think, that really took it away for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
We couldn't give that cred.
We couldn't.
That had no straight cred.
Once you go mullet, you're done. You're done.
I can't. And then
Game
Rick
over.
Derringer passed away. So that was a little bit of sad news yesterday as far as the music world goes. Hank will be having his show coming up at lunch break. Definitely worth checking in every single day at lunchtime, lemonadio.com. Download the app. We're on Roku TV. Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio.
Cool.
Once again, I talked to Hank yesterday about our stats. We doubled our listenership from last year.
Nice. Good job.
I don't
Love
get any
that.
money for that. I have to actually pay more money for that.
Okay. What a problem to have. That is so weird.
You're successful. We want more.
Yeah. Oh, you have more listeners? Pay it up.
It's more. I was like, shoot, Cliff. More podcasts, less music.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So we do air our podcasts on the weekend. So it does
Nice.
lessen our music licensing fees just a little bit.
Gotcha.
But also we
Okay.
get to promote all the great shows that we have. And there's some good content. So if you're ever just looking for something and you got a long drive, or I don't even know at what point you would want to take us with you where you went, please do. It's worth it, I promise, when we're up and running and not on backup because somebody's
Yes.
basement flooded. Fine.
Yes. It's fine.
I'm fine.
Everything's fine. The world is on fire, but we're fine.
Do you want to do some crazy crime?
Yes.
Let's see what's going
let's
on
see
in the
what's going
world.
on. Let's see what Florida man has to tell us today.
This is a good one because it's from
Okay.
Poland.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Drunk man banned from driving turns up at the police station in his horse and cart.
I would like to commend him.
He's like, can I drive this? He's all decided he's Amish and whatnot.
I don't know. So like I've ridden horses before, but like don't they rely on the driver? So you can't be impaired and drive a
Correct.
horse.
Yep. I feel like that is a regular thing in Pennsylvania and where there are other Amish that they
Right.
have, in fact, commandeered their horse and buggy and given them DUIs. I think if it's just motorized, whether it's a lawnmower or whatnot,
Carting while intoxicated.
you're not allowed to do that. You are going to
Interesting.
hurt someone.
Wow.
This Florida doctor looks like he's lost his damn mind.
Yeah.
Teens were throwing cheese at his Range Rover. So he decided to take his rifle and fire it in the air around them. This is
That's what doctors do.
a
in
former Florida Mayo Clinic doctor.
Oh my God.
He's wearing a suit and a bow tie for crying
Yeah,
out
he
loud.
is.
He
Yeah.
looks deranged.
Yes. Yep. I don't know what to say to that. Honestly.
We have some road rage situations that happened here on the Cape from time to time.
Yep.
This weekend, we saw a lot of it. Saw a lot of social media posting about people losing their minds in the car. This is what happens here in the summer. I don't know if you've never been to Cape Cod, but let me just tell you, if you visit, please, if you're trying to leave a bridge on a Friday or a Sunday,
Oh God.
there's a situation that happens. where there are a lot of people trying to do exactly the same thing.
Pack your patience.
That's going to be me beeping around in my little scallop van.
Meep, meep. Stephanie coming through. It's going to be great.
I'm channeling my best Forrest Gump right now. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great.
I will say that there was, God, I hate to always I feel like my line of work, I always have to like bring down the mood a little bit, but there was a fatal accident that happened. And I just want to remind parents that car seats save lives. I'm not projecting that this child was not strapped in, but just a reminder that progressing to the next stage in car seats, you're going one step down on safety. We would all be safer if we could ride rear facing. It protects your head, neck, and spine.
I would like to ride rear facing. I was meant to be a passenger.
Just to be snuggled in like this, like, yes, sign me up. Little turtle, like, yep, I'm good. But car seat safety is not a race. Progressing to getting out of the 5-point harness and into a booster is not a race. It's all about bone maturity and responsibility and maturity of the child. So have a conversation with a trusted car seat technician about those transitions.
It's not a Debbie Downer. I think it's just a bears reminder. I remember when I had that many kids and, 3 car seats at one point in time. And it was like, hooray, you're big enough to get out of here. And then they're like, can I sit in the front? And I'm like, oh, no. And it was like those milestones that were different for all of them because all of their body shapes were different. And it was just like that whole physical maturity of that, not necessarily age, weight, or the situation or height. So I think a reminder of what are the rules and what is best practice.
So best practice is maxing out your height and weight limits on your seats. So if your seat rear faces to 50 pounds or 49 inches, whichever of those statistics you hit first, that's when you transition to forward facing. And then you're going to stay in that 5-point harness forward facing until you've outreached those statistics, and they're usually about 65 pounds and 49 inches.
So it's not always just a cut and dry. It says this,
it's not.
We do this.
I'm 5 years old. I can ride in a booster now because the booster seat says that I can ride in it at 5 years old.
That's what I found so frustrating. So it is really nice to have somebody that knows the ins and outs of the car seat world.
Please, for the love of God, keep your children in the back seat. Airbags are made for adults. They come out with the force that adult bones have the maturity and substance to. There's you get knocked out by those airbags. So the automotive rule of thumb is 13 years old is when it's okay to be in the front seat. So these 3rd, 4th, 5th graders, like, I don't want to see you in the front seat at drop off.
Oh, that must make you crazy.
Oh gosh. Drop off is no man's land.
Mind my business. Keep my mouth shut.
Get out of the
Try
car.
not to look
Get
at
out of the car. Mama needs to go home.
It's really got to be hard sometimes when you're the safety police, though.
Yes, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. My youngest this morning, she said, "Are you famous for being car seat mama?" And I said, "I absolutely am." Yes, I am. I'm going
now
on
go
a
tell your friends.
I'm
Get
going
it right.
on a podcast today, recorded podcast.
Hey, we're live. Not many people are live. I'll let you know.
True. Yes.
All this bad ideas. This is just happening in real time. So you can join us anytime you'd like. I've got the link. If you ever want the link to be able to book a time to come on the show to talk about whether it's your business, whether it's your family, whether it's, I want to ever host a show and I want to see if I could do it.
Yeah.
Please
bring it on.
Come on. Literally. I would absolutely love to have you on the show. I really would. It's always nice to talk to people. And this is like the only way that I'm getting my own news is I have to make it.
Yep. I feel that.
It's safer this way.
Yeah. Good morning, Cindy.
I miss you, Cindy. Oh my God. I almost miss Jenn, she says.
Never miss me, Cindy.
She says, it's becoming more the normal. It's ridiculous. Your car should be your own little nightclub. Crank the tunes and have a good time.
Yes.
I'm down for that.
Yep.
You and I were laughing when we saw this story about a Harvard University professor that was stripped of her tenure.
So funny.
And fired after an investigation because she was found to have fabricated data on multiple studies focused on dishonesty.
So it's like, I mean, she did her job. She did her job. You can't argue that. The woman did her job. Like,
you shouldn't take that away. She proved it.
No, she was like, gotcha, suckers. This is all about dishonesty. I can be dishonest.
Well, aren't they in danger of losing millions of dollars of funding? Not that it really matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that
losing students, losing funding. Such a mess. Such a mess. This is why we need radio shows like this, where you can come on and for an hour, you can just get the laughs out with Stephanie.
That's it.
And not worry about Harvard losing millions and people being deported.
Everybody lying to us. Nothing is real. I don't know what's happening. Real.
The world is on fire. It's fine.
And Handmaid's Tale is over.
And Handmaid's Tale is over. Now what will I do?
Well, there's no shortage of things to do. Jenn, let everybody know where to find you, how to connect with you.
Yes.
If they have questions about EforAll, Car Seat Mama, and you're doing some sort of chats in the afternoon. Is that about to wrap up? Or are you going to continue that?
Yeah, so study hall has ended.
I really liked the concept, and I would like for you to bring it back next season. I missed all of them because this is what I do.
Absolutely.
If you've ever heard my track record with book club and other things that I signed myself up for that I never actually go to.
Yes.
Because I think I could do that.
I cannot. No. Yes.
I love the idea, though.
So it was something... Every season of EforAll, I'm always like, I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this. So I already know I'm going to add this for the fall.
Love that.
No spoilers. But this season, I was like, it would be cool if we had like a study hall where, hey, here's some topics that we don't get to bring up during the 12 weeks of the accelerator. So we had things like time management, avoiding burnout, growing your team, networking, Shopify, and
that's a good one.
Square. So like so many like cool, and I brought in alumni to teach the classes, which was so fun, and mentors. And so it was a great use of our community, and it was a great use of time. And I set out, so it was one of my yearly goals at work. And so we had metrics to like see if I performed well.
Yeah.
And so my exceptional was to hit 36 for attendance, and I hit 76.
That's amazing.
So definitely bringing back study hall proved that it was worthy and wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So study hall will be back. That is open to current cohort members, alumni, and mentors. We didn't really get to talk about mentors. If you're hearing all about this EforAll and you're like, that sounds so great, but it's not for me, but I want to help, we're always looking for mentors. So if you have just a passion for helping entrepreneurs, you do not have to necessarily have an entrepreneurial background. You could be somebody
Tina
who
says, thank you so much for the study hall. I absolutely loved it.
Yes. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for coming out.
But experts always wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. So mentors hit me up. Entrepreneurs hit me up. You can find us at eforall.org. And then if you're looking for anything Car Seat Mama, it's carseatmama.org, and it's MOMMA. And I'm always here to help.
I love it. Jenn Christian, we always love having you on the show because we can talk about anything.
Exactly.
And I appreciate that.
Yes.
As another mother in Mashpee.
Yeah.
There's always so many things. Lauren says,
doing
you're
our best.
Amazing. I need to get more involved this season as a mentor. Study hall is such a great idea.
Awesome.
We do have just an amazing group of humans. Please be part of our little tribe. It's fun.
Yeah.
And also rewarding.
We serve pizza.
And it's nice to know that when there's a subject matter that I don't know about, or I feel comfortable reaching out to an alum and being like, can you help me with this?
Yeah.
I have a question about this. Happy to pay for you. Happy to utilize your service. But also it's nice to know that you're fresh with fresh business skills in the latest of what is going on in the world, which is also really nice. I think we get stagnant in our day-to-day. We get stagnant in our businesses when we've been in them for so long. So this is really nice to refresh our skills, our tools, and meet some new people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. We will talk tomorrow. Hank will be back on the show, and Thursday, one day closer to the weekend.
Whoop, whoop.
We're getting closer to graduation season. If you are needing some entertainment, we're happy to provide it for you. I want to say shout out to one of our newest workers at Lemonadio, Sue Salvinson. You might know her as Mermaid Hair.
Oh yeah.
She's been a new host for Lemonadio.
Cool.
She has been a host over at 10 Pin. And last night she started a brand new family beer, which is now Neptune's.
Yes.
And so shout out to her for not only going out there and hosting, but she started something from a brand new space.
Yay.
And
Way to
really
go,
felt
Sue.
super comfortable in that space. Cliff stopped over to make sure she was comfortable, knew the
Yeah.
owner, it got off all right.
Yeah.
Because we really do have a team. It's not just me making a trivia for myself.
Right.
We've got a lot of people involved in our games. And I really thank you so much for supporting local entertainment, because we are helping people that are trying to supplement their income. We have retired teachers. We have people that have a few hours a week that they need to find another way to make a couple of bucks. And we're kind of sliding them into this space and letting them work as much as they need to.
Love
and then
that.
also be engaged, talk to people, get comfortable. Maybe you're not socializing. I think that we all kind of get into our business groove and we don't socialize or talk to humans sometimes.
Yep.
So this is a great way to interact with other people. Also a safe space if you're going on a date to bring a date and come and have it not be so focused on you and awkward.
Yes.
Good icebreaker to take them to a trivia night, a music bingo night, a survey slam night, whatever it is that we do for entertainment, and kind of break that ice a little bit. Friday night, we'll be listening to some funk music. We had a request for old school and funk. So that's exactly what the dance party is going to be at Dino's. And it's an early dance party. So it's like 8 to 11.
That's early?
I know. But as far as
I did just see a meme that said, is the 9 o'clock now the same 9 o'clock I used to get ready?
No, that is, right? Exactly. Are you kidding me? When we used to get ready at 10 p.m. and then we're going out to a club at midnight. What a joke.
Oh my
Those
God.
days are long gone.
Those days are gone.
That's why I was like, 8 p.m. dance party, sign me up for
I'm
that.
gonna go see Syndicate and 57 Heavy. I'm ready.
And
Bring
not
it
get
on.
home until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Gross. Oh, gross.
Who was she?
I don't know. How is she still here?
I shared that on my social media the other day. I'm like, we did this all the time.
Right.
I feel like I was in a bad car accident when I'm out past 11 o'clock at night. Saturday mornings, I was like, who am I? What's happening?
Yeah.
That was a good night. We are old. Thank you for joining us in all of our old.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Bye, Cape Cod. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh my God. I really do.
So good.
My bones are aching. My joints hurt.
All of it.
Emily, the she shed's coming along. It almost has a roof. Thanks for checking in. Almost has a roof. We're getting close.
Oh man.
Bye, Cindy.
Wayfair
Bye,
shed.
Tanya. Bye.
Bye.